A massive error by the state health department means healthcare professionals who may have broken the law will never be prosecuted. Channel 9's Josh Wilson uncovered hundreds of potential cases right here in Central Florida.
Donald Eaker was a mental health counselor in Winter Park until Department of Health investigators found he engaged in sexual intercourse with a 45-year-old female patient. It was a shock to a coworker who doesn't want to show her face.
I think it's devious. I think that he tricked her and manipulated her, and I think that, I think it's really sick.
The health department suspended Eaker's license and fined him $2,500. The case stopped there, but it shouldn't have. It is a felony in Florida for a psychotherapist to have a sexual relationship with a patient. But Donald Eaker never went to prison. You see, the Department of Health never told the prosecutors here in Orange County about their case, so the prosecutors never got to decide whether this was a crime. So he's a free man living in a pop gun. He did not want to answer Channel 9's questions.
I retired in 2000 and my license expired.
Well, I thought you lost your license.
No, I didn't. I was under never mind. I'm not going to talk about it unless I see my lawyer.
Ken Kramer learned this is not a rare case. He searched through hundreds of records and eventually forced the Department of Health to fess up that they almost never forwarded cases to law enforcement. Right after that, the Orange Osceola State Attorney's Office received an astounding list of 800 potentially overlooked cases. A nurse practicing without a license, another bouncing a check for license renewal, and a doctor lying about his continuing education.
Well, we didn't have anything really to work from.
Randy Means says the health department didn't pass along many details, meaning it's likely no criminal charges will be filed, even though criminal acts may have occurred. In Donald Eaker's case, the statute of limitations has run out, an outrage for former coworkers.
I think that's a real shame because this client, this victim, will suffer for it for the rest of her life.
And the Florida Department of Health Secretary tells Channel 9 that his agency has now developed a system to make sure that any complaint that is potentially criminal is properly forwarded to law enforcement. If you want to see if your healthcare provider has a valid license or a history of any discipline, you can go to our website. We put a link to the Department of Health site, WFTV.com.
Seems awfully strange they didn't have that policy in place before.
There are a lot of people raising questions now.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Thanks, Josh.